phenomenal dragon. Wow.
With me today is Sitka. You guys might be wondering how exactly she made her way to the Alaska.
Number 1. Deep in the jungle, the sound of heavy machinery suddenly breaks the silence. A camera turns toward the noise, and something enormous rises above the trees. Hanging from an excavator is a snake so massive its body stretches far beyond the machine, while sunlight flashes across its scales. No one expected to find something this huge hiding in the wilderness. And the strangest part is that this may not have been the biggest creature in the area. Number 2. Under the shade of the trees, a group of tourists notices something hanging above them.
Wow, he's beautiful. Look at his claws, Charles.
Yeah.
Aww.
I'm getting there.
Oh, is it a movie?
At first, it appears to be a dark shape resting on a branch. Then the creature moves. An enormous bat slowly shifts its body, revealing claws and wings far larger than anyone expected. The crowd watches in amazement, cameras pointed upward. But when the animal suddenly begins to move, the mood changes instantly. Its wings start to open, and the creature suddenly appears much larger than it did moments before. Number 3. Number 18. Late at night, a quiet porch suddenly becomes the meeting place between a home and the wild. Out of the darkness, a huge animal with towering antlers slowly approaches. It lowers its head towards something near the doorway and begins eating, completely unfazed by the people nearby. The sound of every bite echoes through the still night. For a few moments, this enormous wild visitor acts as if the porch belongs to him. Then, just as quietly, the night swallows him again. Number 4. The forest suddenly comes alive with the sound of heavy footsteps. Their powerful bodies shaking branches as they push forward. One stays just ahead, while the other follows closely behind. Every turn through the forest is met with another thunderous step. The distance between them continues to shrink, and the tension rises with every second. Somewhere among the trees, 2 giants are moving, and no one knows what will happen when they finally stop running. Number 5. An elephant walks calmly through the open landscape, kicking up dust with every step. At first, there seems to be nothing unusual about it. Then something catches the sunlight. As the animal turns, 2 enormous tusks slowly come into view, curving outward from its massive head. Their size is almost unbelievable. For a few seconds, the elephant stands like a living monument before quietly moving away, disappearing among the trees and leaving everyone behind to wonder how large it truly was. Number 6. At the edge of the forest, something enormous stands perfectly still. From a distance, it almost looks like a shadow among the trees. Then the shape moves. The massive figure turns slowly, revealing just how enormous it really is. For a moment, the creature dominates the entire landscape. But before anyone can get closer, it retreats into the forest. The trees close behind it, and within seconds, the giant has vanished, leaving behind nothing but moving leaves and a question no one can answer. Number 7. In a quiet clearing, a man sits beside one of the largest tortoises on Earth.
The Wrangler here, and I'm hanging out with the largest species of tortoise in the world. This is the Galapagos tortoise, and this guy right here is 107 years old.
The ancient animal moves slowly, but its size is anything but small. Weighing hundreds of pounds and already more than a century old, it carries an entire lifetime in its shell. As it calmly reaches forward for food, the scene becomes strangely peaceful. But looking at this enormous creature, one thought is impossible to ignore. This tortoise may have been alive before many of the people watching it were even born. Number 8. The forest suddenly comes alive with the sound of heavy footsteps. 2 enormous apes move between the trees. Their powerful bodies shaking branches as they push forward. One stays just ahead, while the other follows closely behind. Every turn through the forest is met with another thunderous step. The distance between them continues to shrink, and the tension rises with every second. Somewhere among the trees, 2 giants are moving, and no one knows what will happen when they finally stop running. Number 9. Deep in the thick vegetation, something large pushes through the leaves.
Come on, big buddy. Come on. Oh. Whoa. Open up. There you go.
Number 10. A father and his child are walking across an open stretch of land when they suddenly notice something ahead. A kangaroo stands in the distance, but this is no ordinary sight.
Go more towards the kangaroo, see if he moves.
The animal towers above the surrounding grass, its powerful body making the people nearby look incredibly small. They stop and watch carefully as it turns toward them. Even from far away,
Wow, that's huge.
its size is impossible to ignore. What should have been a normal walk quickly becomes an encounter they are unlikely to forget. At first, the creature looks like part of the ground. Then it moves.
Look at that beast right there. Look at that phenomenal dragon. Wow. Look at that tongue on that guy.
A gigantic Komodo dragon slowly shifts its head, revealing a powerful body covered in rough, armored scales. The people nearby remain safely behind the barrier, watching every movement. Even a small twitch seems dangerous.
Poised. He's like, Charles, are you going to try to do your old wrestling moves? No, I'm not. No, man, we're friends. We're friends. No wrestling.
This animal may spend most of its time motionless, but that silence is deceptive. Beneath the stillness is a predator built with incredible strength, and one that clearly knows exactly who is watching. Number 11. Standing beside the enormous eagle, the woman looks almost small.
Hi everybody, it's Sophie with the Alaska Raptor Center, and with me today is Sitka. You guys might be wondering how exactly she made her way to the Alaska Raptor Center to be our biggest female ambassador.
Its wings remain folded, but even at rest, the bird commands the entire scene. The powerful beak, sharp eyes, and massive frame make it look more like a creature from another age. But behind this impressive appearance is a tragic story.
She came to us in 2002 from Ninilchik, Alaska, after being struck by a vehicle. Unfortunately, after she was struck by this vehicle, she lost.
The eagle survived a collision with a vehicle, leaving it unable to return to the wild. Now, It has become a living reminder of just how powerful these birds can be when seen up close. Number 12. The camera descends beneath the ocean surface, and the blue darkness seems endless. Then a gigantic shadow begins moving below. It glides with such calmness that the water around it almost appears to bend. As the creature rises, its enormous shape slowly becomes visible beneath the sunlight. For a moment, the entire ocean seems to belong to this mysterious giant. Then it turns and disappears into the depths, leaving behind only questions about what else may be moving unseen below. Number 13. Deep in the thick vegetation, something large pushes through. A huge clawed creature emerges, its shell catching flashes of sunlight between the trees. When someone lifts it toward the camera, one powerful claw suddenly reaches forward and grips their shirt. The person barely moves as the animal holds on. It may not look fast, but the strength in that single grip is impossible to ignore. And for a moment, the creature refuses to let go. Number 14. Landing a giant tuna is nothing like catching an ordinary fish. These ocean predators are built for speed, power, and endurance. Even after the fishermen finally bring one close, the battle is far from over. The enormous body thrashes beside the boat, reminding everyone just how powerful it really is. Moments like this are incredibly rare, and that is exactly what makes the sight so unforgettable. But somewhere beneath the waves, another giant may already be waiting for its chance to be discovered. Number 15. The open grassland seems peaceful, until a massive figure begins moving across the horizon. Step by step, it comes closer, pressing its enormous weight into the earth. The people nearby remain still, watching as the giant passes in front of them. Its shadow stretches across the ground, while the distance slowly disappears. No sudden movement is needed to create fear. Sometimes, the most intimidating thing in nature is simply something enormous walking straight past you. Number 16. Far below the surface of the Gulf of Mexico, an underwater camera moves through the darkness. Suddenly, something enormous appears in the distance. At first, it is only a shadow. Then the shape grows larger, passing beside the equipment with astonishing calm. Its massive body makes the machinery nearby look strangely small. Without warning, the mysterious giant disappears back into the deep. No one gets a clear look for long, and that may be what makes the encounter even more unsettling. Number 17. In the middle of an open field, a massive animal lies completely still. Its enormous body rises and falls with each slow breath, while the grass moves gently around its face. Nothing seems to disturb it, not the wind, not the people nearby. And not the camera. Then one ear twitches. That tiny movement is enough to remind everyone that this enormous shape is still alive. The peaceful scene suddenly feels much more powerful than it did before. Number 18. Inside a crocodile enclosure, everything appears calm. An experienced handler moves through the water, apparently knowing exactly what he is doing. Then the crocodile suddenly reacts. In an instant, the quiet scene turns into a chase. The massive reptile charges forward, focused entirely on the food in the handler's bucket. The handler moves quickly, but the crocodile keeps coming. Even experts know that with an animal this powerful, one mistake can change everything in seconds. Number 19. The seafloor appears completely still until the sand begins to move. Slowly, a hard shell pushes through the bottom, opening and closing with the rhythm of the water. At first, almost nothing can be seen inside. Then the opening widens, revealing a creature hidden beneath the sand. It remains there, moving with eerie patience as the current drifts around it. The ocean floor may look empty, but something has been breathing beneath it the entire time. Number 20. A fishing trip suddenly turns into a rescue mission when a massive sea creature becomes trapped.
That's so sad!
The people on the boat immediately rush to help, working together to free it. Every movement is difficult as the enormous animal struggles against the restraints. Slowly, the tension begins to break. The creature moves closer to freedom, and the people around it refuse to give up. Then, after one final effort, the giant slips away, and the ocean quickly hides the entire encounter from view. Number 21. A fisherman holds what may be one of the largest lobsters ever seen up close.
Possibly the biggest lobster that we have ever caught, and the only reason we were able to catch it is because he has small claws. At some point in his life, he lost his claws, and he grew back some new ones. So unfortunately,
Its armored body stretches across his hands, while its claws move slowly above the boat. One detail makes the creature even more unusual. It had previously lost its original claws and grown new ones. After a brief moment, the fisherman lowers the giant back toward the water. The lobster disappears beneath the surface, leaving only ripples behind. But somewhere beneath that dark water, creatures even larger may still be waiting. Number 22. The fishermen have been waiting for hours when the line finally pulls hard. Something powerful is deep below them.
It's a GT.
Took me probably all of 10 minutes to pull in, and
The struggle continues as the fisherman slowly brings it upward from more than 100 meters beneath the surface. Every turn takes effort. Then, the water breaks, and a massive giant Trevally appears. After such a long battle, the size of the fish makes the entire fight suddenly seem worth it. Number 23. At the edge of the water, a man kneels beside a massive fish. The animal's body glistens as water runs across its scales.
ready?
And its size makes it difficult to hold steady. He carefully adjusts his grip and lifts it toward the camera. The fish suddenly moves, reminding everyone that this is not just a trophy, it is still powerful and alive. After the brief encounter, the true scale of the catch becomes impossible to miss. But what lies beneath the water, after the camera stops recording, maybe even bigger. Number 24. Inside a room, the floor seems almost too small to contain the snake lying across it. Its body is thick enough to resemble a fallen tree. While its patterned scales disappear into the shadows around the room, a man rests on top of the massive coils, making the creature's true size even more difficult to comprehend. Then, the snake moves. Muscles roll beneath its skin, and more of its body slowly emerges from the darkness. The room suddenly feels far too small. Number 25. Two enormous frogs sit heavily in a man's hands, their bodies far larger than anyone expects from an amphibian.
A lot bigger than girls. They're really big. They're gigantic. This guy can eat crocodiles. He's the largest frog in South Africa.
Their wet skin shines under the light while they stare forward without moving. But these are not harmless little pond frogs. They are powerful predators capable of taking on surprisingly large prey. Their size is already impressive, but their strength is even more unexpected. The longer you look at them, the less they resemble the tiny frogs most people imagine. Number 27. The ocean suddenly changes when a gigantic shape appears beneath the boat. At first, the people think they are seeing something ordinary.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh. Whoa! I'm videoing right now!
Then, the true size of the creature becomes clear. It glides beneath them, so large that the people on board can only stare in disbelief. Cameras come out as everyone leans toward the water. For a few tense seconds, the massive animal passes directly below them, and the boat suddenly feels very small. Number 28. At first, the creature seems almost too large for the boat. Long limbs stretch across the wet surface, as powerful suckers grip the wood. Every movement is slow, controlled, and strangely graceful. The animal twists and reaches toward an opening, while the boat rocks beneath its weight. For a moment, it looks as if the creature might remain trapped. Then, it suddenly moves forward. One by one, its limbs disappear until the ocean takes back the mysterious giant completely. Number 29. The small boat races across rough water as something powerful moves beneath the surface. The fishermen turn and follow every sudden change in direction. Then one of them raises a spear and strikes. The splash is immediate, but the battle is only beginning. The line pulls tight as the unseen creature fights back with incredible force. On a boat this small, there is nowhere to hide, and whatever is below clearly has no intention of giving up.